doing on today? All right, I am so glad to be here. I hope you guys are too. Hope you're doing well. Trying to get this together right here. Sorry about that. Okay, so we're going to be doing something semi-simple today. I'm doing YouTube and Facebook, and I don't know what's going on with Facebook right now with the connection, but I'm going to keep going. All right, so guys, we're going to be doing something kind of semi semi simple. Now the gumbo is going to be like one of those good quick easy gumbos. It's not no gumbo that you're going to be doing um 24/7, almost half the day. I'll say that. Um, Anywho, honey, can you see me on Facebook? But all right, I'm just trying to make sure my Facebook stuff is fine because it's acting up a little bit. But I am on my YouTube PC. Okay, I don't know why it's saying that. All right, so guys, today we are going to be doing a sweet potato honey bun cake. And let me get my sweet potato out. I just finished up baking, and so make sure you have one that's already baked. We're gonna do a sweet potato honey bun cake. Then we're going to do our gumbo. So we're gonna be doing our gumbo around the same time that we're doing the cake. But we're gonna go ahead and do the cake first, and then hop into the gumbo. All right, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and give God the praise on this morning. Thank Him for His grace and His mercy, for everything that He is doing, everything that He has done and is going to do in our lives. We give Him the glory on today. We thank Him for this food that we're about to cook and bake for the nourishments of our family and friends' body. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen. All right, so let's go ahead and get on into this. First, we're going to go ahead and try to put this cake together. I'm going to go ahead and put my butter on, and I'm going to do 2 sticks of butter. Let me get this on in here. And I'm gonna melt my butter. Now this time, when I'm doing this cake, I am gonna put a little bit of salt because this butter that I have today, it does not have salt in it. All right, it's the sweet butter. So end up having to substitute my butter. Okay, so we got this on melting, getting ready to melt. Let me turn it down so I don't want it to melt too quick. There we go. And then again, it might anyway, regardless. Okay, so we got 2 cups of flour. You're gonna need your flour. So we're doing 2 cups of flour, um, a cup, and almost 2 cups of sugar. Um, but we're gonna keep it at maybe a cup and a half because we're gonna put some molasses in it if you have any. If you don't, go ahead and do your 2 cups of sugar. All right. So there we go with the sugar, and we're gonna mix this while that butter is getting melted. And we're gonna need our eggs and your milk and sour cream. I prefer you do butter. I mean buttermilk. But if you do not have buttermilk, do milk and sour cream. It'll level it out. So let's get our milk, sour cream, and we're gonna need 3 eggs. I didn't even have this out yet, so. Oh, I don't know why. What's going on with Facebook, y'all? Hopefully it'll get together and do right. But like I said, I am on YouTube, guys, so I hope it does okay. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and turn that butter off because it is about ready. Stir it around. Go ahead and put our milk. So we're gonna do a cup of milk. Still a cup of milk going in here. There we go. Then we're gonna do like 2 tablespoons of sour cream. One, two. I put just a little bit more. There we go. Okay. And make sure you have the water ready. To wash your dishes. Let me take this out over here. All right, so while we're doing our cake, I'm going to go ahead and mix this up right quick. We're ready to put our eggs in as well. And then we're going to put our butter and our flavoring in. So we're putting in 3 eggs. 1, 2. It still didn't stop buffering, huh? 3. All right, got our 3 eggs in. Gonna stir those on up in there. And you can also go ahead and get your flavoring and your spices that you're going to put in. If you're going to put any in, that's up to you. Now I'm using some cinnamon, nutmeg, and some allspice as well. It does not want to. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. Allspice. And this is definitely Grandma Martha style because we are not measuring. We're doing it to our taste. A little splash here, a little splash there. Trust me, guys. Once you have mastered the confidence, okay, you're going to be just fine. All right, so we got a little bit of molasses going in there. I did not measure. I didn't put much because we already have our sugar in here. All right, we'll go ahead and put our butter in here. And turn on your ovens to 350, 325. It just depends on, you know, how your oven is. Okay? Basically getting on my nerves today. Okay, so we're just gonna stir this around. Get ready to put our flavoring in. And then we're gonna mix us up a little bit of brown sugar and butter. And we're gonna swirl it around in there. Okay. There we go. Your flavoring of your choice. Get your pan that you're going to use to put your cake in. I'm just going to put that right on in there. Just like that. Put it all in there. There. Make sure I get all my mixture. Guys, I am totally sorry about Facebook today and how it's buffing. I don't understand it, but because it's not buffing on my on YouTube. So who knows? Who knows? I don't know. All right. Finish with that. So we're gonna go over here. Make sure that's cleaned out. Put us a little brown sugar in. And we got just a little bit of butter left. But you can also use like a little bit of water if you want to. That's what I think I might end up doing. This is just to get the consistency of it, you know, make it a little thick. That's all it's for. Make it a little thick. Might put a little bit of milk in it. Just a tad bit. Yeah, to get it to be on that little pasty thing. So that we can put some in there and swirl it around. See, that's all we're doing. I'm gonna let a little bit of this butter drip in there, like that. And this is what I'm doing. Just keeping it paste, getting it paste like that. And I'm gonna drop some in corners and in the middle, and then we're gonna swirl it around. Kind of like a cinnamon cake almost. As a matter of fact, you put a little bit of that in there. All right, so this is how I'm doing this. Dropping some there, dropping some there, dropping some over there, over there, over there. And I'm going to just randomly drop. There we go. And we're just going to get us a little knife and go through it. Just like that. Any way you want to. Up, down, round, side, cross. Just get a little bit of that stuff. Brown sugar kind of everywhere. Okay? Make you a little pattern. There we go. So we finished with that. We're going to pop it on in the oven. Let that bake. Now, get our stuff out the way and get ready to start on our gumbo. All right, I don't need this anymore. We don't need that. Put these on out the way. And we don't need that. Trying to keep everything clean and out the way so we can have enough room to cook on. We spread it out because we don't need it. All right, guys. So let's get ready to cut on our stove. I That started. Get some vegetables cut up. We have our jalapeno, our yellow potatoes, and our onions. Okay. Oh, y'all know what I mean. I forgot to do. I went so quick that I forgot to put the sweet potato in my daggone cake. So today we're just having honey butter cake. Did y'all see that? But if you got your sweet potatoes, mash that up and put it on in there, and you're gonna be good. All right. I'm just gonna use this for something else. Y'all see how things just happen? I think because I was being a little bit concerned about how this connection thing is acting up on me. It's just going crazy today. It's never done that. But we're gonna keep it moving anyway, right? All right. So we got our onions. Gonna go on with this gumbo. That cake gonna be just good anyway. Just doesn't have the sweet potato in it, but yours do. Okay. All right. Okay. Get this going here. Now we're putting a good little bit of onions in today because we're making a big gumbo. We're making this pot, and this the my water is like right here, but my roux that I'm going to make is going to be like right here. So that's going to go into that. But we're going to get our onions and all that stuff like that in here sauteed before we get our chicken and um, sausage in there. So it doesn't take too long on this stove. Now it's not taking long at all for my eye to get hot. For this cast iron to get popping. Not taking it long at all. Now, actually, you can put anything you want to in your own gumbo. This is just one I'm just putting together. I'm just throwing together. I'm using something different. I'm also using some broccoli to put in there instead of like um, okra. I'm using something else green. No, that's my preference. You don't have to. I already have my rice done. So whatever you want to put in there, if it's rice or if it's pasta, whatever. We're gonna go ahead and put these onions in. And let's cut us up some of this green peppers and yellow peppers. Now we may end up going just a little bit over today, just a little bit, because we are talking about a gumbo, y'all. So it may not be, but I'm showing you how you're going to be able to do this at least in an hour. It's not going to take you no 2-3 hours for no gumbo. You know, this is the quick style, the quick version of a good gumbo. Now these peppers that I'm putting in right here are hot, baby. Yeah, they're hot peppers. So down. I'm gonna do this other pepper. Put it in there. Get some butter up in there. Some seasoning up in there. And then we're gonna put our sausage and our chicken up in there. Trust me, hang with me. It's not gonna take that long. Y'all gonna be amazed how quick we can get this done. And we're not rushing to get it done. We're taking our time. We just have all our ingredients here and we making it work. We making it happen. That's what we're doing. All righty. So we have those in. I'll put this back into the, where is my, oh, okay. It's still buffing bad. Can't see. All right, guys. Just going about its business, doing what it's doing. Okay. So this is what we got going on right now. Get this done. So we got a little bit of, I got a little bit of everything going on here, y'all. So, but you guys don't have to do this, okay? So I got a little bit of my garlic salt going in. Of course, a little bit of slap your mama, and this is gonna be going in some more whenever we get that meat going. I got a little bit of my Old Bay chili powder, make it a little bit more hotter. Her smoked paprika. Thank you guys for hanging in there with me. Hi, I can't see you guys that much because this thing keep going in and out. But I see Shell, I see Sabrina, Honey Bunny, I see you. Hey, Sharon, I see you. All right, so we're putting a little bit of the smoke, liquid smoke. It's good, y'all, especially when you're doing let's see, when you're doing vegan and you using mushrooms and you want some bacon and you using those oyster mushrooms and stuff like that, or to make some bacon. I mean, if it don't taste like bacon, ah, I don't know what does. All right, so we got this stirred on up. I'm not going to tear this apart too much because it's going in the water as well. We just want to get it seasoned a little bit. We get that roux going. So when we get our roux going, we really gonna be ready. Okay, so all my stuff that I finished is going in here. That is including my I think this is right. Wipe it again. That's including my meat and this here. Because we're gonna do the roux and then we're gonna take and put all our stuff in here. Okay. All right. Let's get this out. Get ready to put our sausage in. I told y'all this is gonna work. you're gonna have you some gumbo and some good gumbo in an hour, probably an hour, 10 minutes. We still might make it in the hour thing, but hey, all right. Now we're getting ready for our sausage. That of course I have frozen because I freeze everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some more oil in here, along with some butter, and cut up the sausage. So I'm gonna cut the sausage going this way, and you can use any type of sausage that you feel like you want to use. It is not no big deal. So we're just doing the sausage, cutting it up, getting ready to put it in here and let it cook. And then we're gonna cut up our chicken and let our chicken cook. Now, the chicken that I'm cutting up, I am not gonna use all of it. I don't think in the gumbo. I'm probably gonna use some, keep some for later and use it with tacos or something like that. You know, something later. Okay, so we're gonna throw these on in here and get these cooking. Gonna fry on up. Use any type of sausage you want. I know people have their preferences of what type of sausage they like or they use, but honey, you cooking for yourself. You do it your way, your style, to your taste. Don't worry about nobody else and what they say. Whatever type you want to use, you use it. What you got in your refrigerator, you do it. Don't you go out buying nothing else trying to do what somebody else said, and you know your stuff gonna turn out just as good. All right, here we go. We're gonna go ahead and cut up our chicken. Cut this up. So it ain't gonna take too long for it to cook anyway, because we're gonna have it cut real thin. You can use any type of part of the chicken you want. You see what I'm using? I'm using what I have. All right. I'm not trying to be um I don't know, clean and flawless for anyone. I'm trying to clean. I'm saying not like flawless, like I got it together. Whatever. I'm gonna use this type of chicken every time, so it won't. No, I use in other parts of the chicken as well. Keep it simple. Whatever you have. I was not going to go out and buy no just regular breast without the bone. Nope. Using what I got. And that's what I suggest you do. Use what you have. Make it work. And it's still going to be delicious. Okay, so by the time we finish cutting this up, one side of our sausage should be finished. Reason why I'm having to cut like this because our bone is bigger. That's why. All right. I know I'm gonna be putting my hands right back in there, but it's okay. It's just a habit, y'all, that I have. All right. So I'm gonna turn this up a little bit more. Like going. Turn it over. Turn those over. Your cake should be doing good. I guess I used the sweet potato for something else, but I'm still gonna do the honey bun part. I might could use some of that sweet potato to for the topping as well. We'll figure it out. Might be some sweet potato in it some type of way, huh? All right. And the reason why I'm taking my time on my sausage is because I like for my sausage to be brown and cooked through a little bit. Even though I know it's gonna go in the pot, right? I know it's going in the pot, and I know it's gonna get um, boiled up some too. But that's just how I am. I don't know if I was raised that way or what, but that's just how I am with cooking any food. I want to make sure that it is cooked, cooked through. So that's why we're taking our time with that. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these up. Straighten up while I can while that is going on. See, guys, it is only what? Well, where you're at. We've only been in it going on 30 minutes almost. The actual cooking and baking part. Your cake will probably be finished. Now, I have my broccoli over here to the side, which I'm going to put in last with my stuff. So I hope you guys are taking your time and doing this with me and finding out that you can cook a good, delicious meal in an hour. I'm thinking one day I'm going to show you guys how to make some stew beef without using the crock pot. And with it taking it probably only about an hour and 10 minutes. I'm thinking I'm going to do that because um, some people don't have a crock pot. And some people don't have the money to be going out and buying a crock pot. So I want you to know how you can do it without even having the crock pot, you know, and still have it done, and it don't take you that long to cook it. All right. So I think this is done. And we're gonna go ahead and put our chicken in. See, guys, this is what I mean. I want it like that, crispy and like that. Making sure that stuff is done. Hello, hello. Thank you guys in YouTube world and also Facebook for hanging in there with me. This connecting thing, this buffing thing is something today. It's something. I don't know why, but it's something. Okay. So we got this done, and this is how this is looking. Y'all see that? All that in there like that. And we're gonna make that some of this in here. Some of this on here. We're gonna make that roux. Mm, mm. And that roux is gonna be made out of all this stuff right here that's in it. From the sauces to the chicken to the vegetables that we put in there. All that seasoning that's in this right here. See, it's not gonna take this chicken long at all. This cast iron ain't no joke. When you put your food in here, you better be ready for it to cook. All right, so while that's getting done right there, we're gonna take our board that we've cooked everything and did everything on. We're gonna take it and clean it, wash it up. So that we can use it some more. Go over here and get this hot water going. Clean it up real good because you got that chicken up there and that sausage. You want to get all that stuff off before we start putting anything else up there. Clean it off real good. There we go. Y'all see all this stuff you can do in an hour? I'm telling you, just have to have the mindset and a little bit of organization skills. Just a little bit. Not much. Just a little bit. All right. I'm going to clean our knife off as well. Take the towels back up over here. Clean our knife off as well. Hi, guys. Hey, Tanya. How you doing? Hey, Yolanda. Hey, Angela. I'm so sorry this thing in Facebook is messing up. But I am on YouTube as well. All right, so we got that straightened up, cleaned out the way so we can still um, cook real good. So we're getting ready to do our roux right after we finish up with our chicken. Let's see. Where did I put my? Here we go. Got to put our stuff back so we can know what's going on. All right. Chicken over there. And just the same as with my chicken as well. I like for it to be cooked, even though I know I'm putting it in the pot to boil. I still like to make sure it's cooked all the way through before I start throwing anything in the pot, believing that it's going to finish up the cooking. I know it is, but like I said, that's me. You can do yours your way. That's me. That's why it's your way, your style. So your taste. You get around your kitchen the way you get around. All right. All right. A few more minutes on that, and then we're gonna start our roux. And for your roux, you're gonna need all the type of spices that you want. Okay. But you're also gonna need some flour. Now, if you want to use the roux, I think they make a roux stuff. You can do that as well. Um, but I'm doing it old school. I'm making my roux, and it's not going to take that long. Normally, when you make your own roux, it does take a minute. But depending on your stove and depending on what type of cookware you have, it might not take that. Now, I have a cast iron. If you're cooking with your cast iron, it's not going to take too long, especially if you put enough flour in it. And what you're doing is just letting that flour brown to the consistency of darkness that you like. Now, you might like yours light brown. Somebody else might like theirs medium brown, and somebody else might like theirs dark brown. Does not mean that anyone is every whatever one is correct is for whoever wants it their way. That's it. So if you want yours light brown, it's good. If you want yours medium, it's good. If you want it dark, it's good. Whatever the consistency you like, you do it that way. I'm gonna do mine kind of like in the middle. If I happen to burn it a little bit longer, oh well, it's still gonna be good. That's what we want you to know. Don't worry about if you get it too dark or if you have it too light. None of that matters. The taste is what matters, okay? That's what matters. The taste. So that's how we're gonna do. That's how we cook here. We do not say, oh, no, 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 no. You can't do that. We all know that's how we come up with a whole lot of different dishes that's good is by doing it a different way and not just the same way all the time that everybody else does. That's how we come up with all these good dishes. Okay. Looks like a quarter till. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my water right here in my pot. Go ahead and get that going. It's gonna be, y'all can see that pot back there, I think. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn that water on. Hmm. There we go. Got it. Got the right one, baby. All right. And I'm gonna go ahead and put me a little seasoning in here, a little oil in here, a little butter in here, all my little stuff that I got. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on in here as well. And we're gonna keep it moving. Right? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and cut up our potatoes and probably cut up some of that broccoli. I have some of this seasoning that I finally found it again in another store, and I'm so glad I found it. It's chicken seasoning. Put that in that roux as well. A little bit of oil, a little bit of butter. chicken is done. Yep, it is done. It is done. So we're gonna go ahead and put the chicken in here. And y'all see all that goodness that's down up in there. Lord have mercy. I'm letting all that stay in there like that. Because that's some good root. That's some good root. So what we're doing for that is we're gonna let it burn a little bit. Not burn, but you know, get a little crispy. I'm gonna take it to a lot of flour. Grandma Martha style, y'all. Sorry. Grandma Martha style. I'm sorry. I did not measure at all. So we're gonna let this get brown. Put a little water as we go. Just a little water. Because we want this to brown. A little butter. I want mine to be kind of like a in between brownness. That's how I want mine to be. Now it looks like it's not gonna be nothing, but I want mine to be brown because I'm gonna be putting a lot of water in mine. So it's got to be a little bit darker. And also remember when you're doing this and your roux is not as thick as you want it to be, even after you put it in here, you can always add a little bit of flour to thicken it up and just keep it going. Just keep working with it. That's what you have to do. And even after this, if you think it's not done enough, after we finish up here, keep working with it till it gets to the consistency that you like. I want it brown. Now it may stick to the pan a little bit. That's okay. We're gonna scrape that up and keep it going. But the main thing is to get your flour brown first. Then you can start getting the, you know, water and the gravy and stuff going. See how mine is still looking a little light, but because I'm letting it stay in here and get a little bit browner, putting a little bit of oil and butter in there for it to brown up more, it's gonna turn darker. Now you could use some browning if you want to, but like I said, I'm old school, so that's why we're gonna keep it. Check on your cake. Ooh, that's coming up real good. Ooh, that smells good, coming up real good. And that's browning real good. Keep it brown. All right, so while we're doing that, we can go ahead and cut up us some potatoes. If you're gonna put some potatoes in your um, roux. Some people don't. That's up to you. I am putting it in there. That's what I wanted. Some potatoes in my roux. And these potatoes, you know, you can keep the skin on. I also have my broccoli. All right, my spoon done got hot, y'all. So this is browning up real good. Real good. Getting a little bit browner. I said we'd probably be here like 10 minutes after. So if y'all want to hang with me, hang with me. But it's getting there. It take a little time for the roux. You don't want to rush it as much. See, it's getting there now. If y'all can see that. It's still a little brown, but I want it darker. So I hope you guys have had a wonderful weekend. And I'm so sorry that this Facebook thing is acting up today. We're going to have to find out what's going on with that. I have no idea. Hey, Ned. Hey, Crystal. See, when y'all pop up, when it finally pops up where I can see your name. But then it goes like right back off again, like connecting, trying to connect. And you can't see anything. But I can see the people on YouTube. That's why I know it probably is not my connection. It's got something to do with Facebook probably because I got the YouTube one going on and I think I'm on the same connection. So Wi-Fi thing. Okay, guys, this is looking good. So you see how I showed you before it was brown. It's getting a lot darker now. So when I pour that water in it, it's gonna be that brown that I want. Because it's gonna lighten it up some when I pour my water in. And definitely when I put it in here. So, and you can't just walk away from it because you would burn it up. So you have to take care of it and look over it. The pot is starting to boil a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and put all my stuff in my pot that I want to put in there, and then we're gonna add the roux. So we're putting all this in. Let it get to boiling, get to going. Put my potatoes in, and I'm gonna save my broccoli to the end. And let that just boil a little bit. And this is getting dark, like I want it. So you can tell a little bit. I don't know if you can, but you should be able to tell and see how darker it's getting now than what it was before. almost there, y'all, to the consistency, to the color that I want. I'll put it that way. It's almost there. And when you get your gumbo finished, so this is gonna be finished. Like after I finish this roux and then put this in here with the rest of my ingredients, we're gonna let it stay for a minute, like boil for like 10 minutes. And then when it's finished boiling for 10, 15 minutes, you can put you some rice and then put all your gumbo stuff around it. That's gonna be good, y'all. And then you have your cake. Your cake should be about finished because mine look like it is. And then put all your honey bun stuff on your cake. That means your confectionery sugar, a little bit of milk and butter, and get you some nuts, and then put that in there as well. And you know, cinnamon, make it a little bit tasty your way. All right, y'all see how brown that is? You see how brown that is? How dark that got? That's how I want mine, like that. So now I'm getting ready to just put me some water in, a little bit at a time. Make sure that it's dark like I want it, because it turns it light. So yeah, it's dark like I want it. And remember, I told you my roux gonna be thick because it's going in there. So I'm gonna put some more water in it in a little while. So you see how this is, and you see how my roux turned a little bit lighter. That's why I wanted it darker because the water is gonna turn it lighter when you get the water in there. So you're gonna have the consistency of a light brown. So if you want it dark, you're gonna have to keep it, make it where it's looking like it's burnt, but it's not, right? And then when you put your water in there, you'll be good. See, that's my roux, but I'm going to also put a little bit more because I want a lot of roux. So that's the last of that. And we're gonna taste this roux to make sure it tastes like I want it to taste. Let this get thick, and then we're gonna put it in here with our gumbo. What I might even end up doing too, with the roux, I can show you a little bit, put a little bit of the stuff in here and put it in the rice before I finish it up. So I'm tasting it, and I know I need a little bit more of my seasoning up in here. And then we're going to taste it again. And then it's going to be finished. Put it in there. This is starting to boil. I should have left a little bit out so I can show you guys. Do a little, but I can still do that. Mm, that's good. That is good. I'm gonna turn that off. That's good. Bless you. Okay. We're gonna do a little bit because I want the rest of it. Show y'all how you should do. Put your rice in the middle. Behind the thing. Now, come on. Find something there. Okay. We're gonna get a little bit of this out. Just a little bit of everything. I'm gonna leave the potatoes in there because they ain't ready yet. But anything else is. Chicken. Chicken. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. Show you how this gumbo is supposed to be trying to look before you guys leave here. So this is what we're looking at right here. See that? Now, I just put the gumbo juice and stuff up here, but we got all this in here this is going inside here to thicken up a little bit more with all of that. Okay. But this is how it's going to be coming out like this with your rice or with your uh what is it, pasta, whatever you feel to put in there, and you're going to be eating it. Your whatever you put in there. I got to put my broccoli in there. It's not even in there yet though, you know. So I got to put my broccoli in at the end. But we have the chicken, we have the sausage, and all the green peppers, and all the yellow peppers, and potatoes. Mm, man, that's good. It's got a little kick to it. Mm, but man, mm, that's some good gum. That is good, y'all. Mm, mm. And that's without it all being finished at one time. I just want y'all to see mm, what your finished product is gonna look like. And let's look at our cake because it's ready. Mm, that smells so good. Y'all see that? Ooh, let that cool down. Put your honey bun glaze and stuff up there. We did not get to put that sweet potato in there. Y'all, I'm so mad. But we're gonna put some sweet potato glaze up in there with some honey bun glaze. Something. Yeah, I wish I could smell that. Mm, 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 mm. That smells so good. I'm gonna sit that over there and let it cool. Woo! Cut that off. And y'all, it's 10 after. We are finished. Just let that boil up there for a while. Take your gumbo juice, put it in there, and call it a day. And eat it with your rice or whatever you have, that you want to eat it with. See? Mm, y'all, that's a happy clap. Happy, 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 happy. Mm, I'm gonna have a big old pot of this. So those of you who are in Merida, around the area, come on over, my friends. Let's have a feast. Let's eat and eat some sweets. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for cooking this food with me. Learning how to cook within 60 minutes or less, and sometimes maybe 10 over. But learning how to trust in yourself, have the confidence that you can do this. All right, that you can get in the kitchen and you can put a meal together with a dessert in 60 minutes or less. Okay, you can do this. So continue to love on each other, continue to uplift each other, share with each other your love, your kindness, everything, your kisses, your hugs, your money, your food. Share. All right. And don't forget to keep each other in prayer because we don't know who's going through something, coming out of something, or getting ready to go through something. And we don't need to know. All we need to do is lift them up in prayer and know that God has them. All right. In Jesus' name. So, guys, I will see you guys later. If it's the Lord's will, enjoy your quick gumbo and your sweet potato honey bun cake. Mine's, I forgot my sweet potato, y'all. But put your glaze on and call it a day. All right. I love you. Mwah. Have a wonderful day. And thank you for hanging in there with this buffering. Hopefully next Saturday it will not be this way. All right, guys. And I want to see those pictures.